Hey, good people out there. This is Noble Asab, aka Charles Crumb with Covenant Transport. Finally made it to my master trainer level, and it's exciting, of course. Not much different than the training I've been doing for several years now. This here is one of my students here. He's driving at the time. This is Michael Kivlin. There you go. All right. My fault, you guys. Okay, that's Michael Kivlin. That's one of my team students. And his co-driver is Michael Coleman. And these guys got a video page called Mike and Mike Expansion. So you guys definitely check out their videos where they basically giving information concerning their experiences out here training, and you know, the different things they're learning, the different places they're going, things of that nature. I'm doing this particular short video just to introduce myself and say to all you other trainers out there, not just with Covenant but anywhere else, if you're training, make sure that you create a replica of yourself and your students. You know, put all your best qualities in them. Put you know, your safety etiquettes into them. Make sure that they are absorbing the information that you're giving them, because once they leave your truck, okay, they're on their own, and you want them to be the best drivers that they can be out here on the road, because we all have people in one way, form, or fashion out here as family members that are part of the motoring public out here. And when you're out here with these semis, as you can see one passing me right now, these vehicles are very, very heavy, and coming in contact with them at high speeds is almost imminent death for a four-wheeler, and in most cases even the driver of that semi. So you want your students to be able to understand the ramifications of the responsibilities they have while they're driving these semis out here, and that's you know, something that they'll learn from you being the first instructor of them being over the road in these trucks. So you want to make sure that they understand, you know, that they have a big responsibility, that they have an obligation not only to themselves but to the entire motoring public to be as safe a driver as possible. And that begins with you as a trainer. So make sure you put the best that you can in your students, and if they absorb that information in that training, then there'll be replications of yourself out here. And I can proudly say that Mike Kivlin, Mike Coleman, as team drivers, in my experience of training, I rank them as my number one team students, because they absorb the information, they practice the information, they show me that they have, you know, confidence in themselves and in handling the truck, and they're driving safe, you know, and they're driving independently, you know, and that's what I want to see in my students before they get off my truck. You know, they have to be able to drive safely, of course, drive legally, of course, and most importantly, drive independently, where they know that they can handle this job. You know what I'm saying? And that gives me the satisfaction of knowing I did a good job as a trainer. And that's my commitment to them, that I let them know from day one. And so again, I just wanted to share this with you guys, and let you know that, you know, Covenant here is a great place to come to train. They have great pay incentives, bonuses. So if you're not satisfied with where you are as a trainer, definitely give Covenant, you know, some attention. Look into their training programs, and you know, I'm sure you'll find yourself at a place that will satisfy your needs. So, by all means, please be safe out there, everybody, and do what you're supposed to be doing out here to keep everyone else on the road safe. Mike, do you have anything you want to add?
Charles is an awesome driver and trainer. I learned a lot from him so far. He's, not only does he teach us about training, trucking, backing, maneuvering, it's more just personal, business, ideology. So keep watching his channel. He'll have a lot of good information for you. So, awesome, guys. Awesome.
All right, I appreciate that, Mike. All right, people, I'm gonna let you go. Follow up with me because I will be following up with these types of videos. Excuse me. To keep everybody abreast to my training experiences, my students' training experiences, and hopefully it can give some type of incentive and guidelines for other trainers out there as well as students. And students, my last bit of advice to you is if you do have a trainer that you don't feel comfortable with or you don't feel like you're learning from, speak up. Do not accept that as something that is acceptable, because once you get finished with that trainer, you're on your own. There's no other training. There's no other instructor. It's going to be a situation where it's trial and error. So you want to learn the most that you can from that trainer, and you want to obligate him to train you because he's getting paid to do so. Okay, so if you get off that truck and you know that you can't back still, you know that you still can't understand Qualcomm operations, etc., then you have to take a responsibility in that. You have to make sure that while you're with that trainer, soak him up like a sponge and get all the information you can from him. And if he's a good trainer, he'll be more than happy to allow himself to be a reservoir of information for you. So again, take responsibility and make sure you get quality training from your trainer. Okay? Everybody be safe out there. God bless you all.